Fani Willis just got the worst news of her life as she pursues Trump, but now Trump's team is going after her about the condition of Fulton County prisons. This is a new line of attack and it's going to work. I'm Doug TenNapel and welcome to Exile. Before we start, I want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, follow us. It really helps push this message out. It's the multiplier of this channel, and it's the only reason why you ever heard about it is because other people did it for you. So thank you in advance. This is an article written by a woke NBC reporter, so you'll see a bias in it, but ends up revealing everything. Georgia GOPers may have found another way to target Fani Willis. So he's already admitting that this is a weakness that they can exploit, and you'll see where they're already exploiting it coming up. Republicans have taken a new interest in the troubled Fulton County Jail as a potential line of attack on the Georgia prosecutor. Georgia Senate Republicans have chosen a convenient time to take interest in the squalid conditions at the Fulton County Jail. Remember, this is written by a Democrat that admits the jail is squalid under Fani Willis. But now he's throwing a little bit of shade at the Republicans, saying, oh, they're only interested in it to go after Fani Willis. Yes, that's right. This is how the game is played, and you guys invented it. So the good news is the Republicans are now playing the game that the Democrats said. I'll give you an example. Republicans are only going after this prison now because of the timing of Fani Willis going after Trump. But Fani Willis was guilty of it way before that, because Fani Willis only launched her case against Trump because he ran for president. See, this is about timing. And once again, the timing is what the Democrats are guilty of for weaponizing the system against Trump. And now the Republicans are fighting back, doing the same thing. And I'm all for it because that's the way things are done now. And you never want only one side fighting in a battle. So Republicans are showing up and they're fighting back. For decades, social justice activists and people incarcerated there have sounded the alarm about the jail's conditions, which have contributed to deaths, staff corruption, overcrowding, and crumbling facilities. This led to the Justice Department opening a civil rights probe earlier this year. How's that for Fani Willis, civil rights leader, as you get a civil rights probe opened up on one of your jails? But it wasn't until Thursday that Republicans announced a plan to investigate the situation, just this Thursday. Among those facing charges in Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis's racketeering indictment of former President Trump, as several people involved with the Georgia Republican Party. Each one of them, as well as Trump himself, had to appear at the Fulton County Jail for booking, where they saw the squalid conditions, and we all know about the deaths and all that. That's part of why they're trying to punish Trump at Fulton Prison. They want to just have that mess stuck to them. It's not working. It's not working. Trump has raised $45 million in the third quarter, one of the records for him that's going to launch him ahead in 2024. So thank you, Fani Willis. Keep crying. So about this probe, its political motives seem clear. Some Georgia Republicans have pushed to impeach Willis and disrupt her case against Trump and his co-defendants, all of whom have pleaded not guilty. And it looks as though the conditions at the jail, which predate Willis's time as a district attorney, that's not an excuse, could eventually be used as pretext for that. Willis will likely face scrutiny over her use of resources and strategy in addressing an enormous backlog of cases that grew worse during the corona pandemic. So she's not prosecuting criminals. Quote, the DA is required by Georgia law to have a grand jury inspect the sanitary condition of the jail and the treatment of inmates, and it isn't clear she's carried out that duty. That's one way of saying it. Another way of saying it is she didn't carry out that duty. That's from the state senator. One of the chamber's top Republicans, quote, she did find time and resources to pursue politically chosen cases when the jail has been deteriorating, resulting in deaths. Oh, the Atlantic Journal reported Friday, for example, that Republicans plan to focus solely on the Fulton County Jail with the probe. We're solely focusing on this. That's what I mean by this is a new line of attack and a major one that they're pursuing right now. Although they, quote, have discussed expanding the probe to examine a raft of other similar issues. So rather than look at jail conditions as part of a systemic problem, Georgia Republicans seem set on pinpointing Fulton County and its district attorney as a very special problem. Keep crying and keep complaining about the timing of this, because this is something you guys started. Fani Willis on the timing of Trump running for president, then her going after him. That's something you did. And you're just upset that Republicans shot you with your own gun. Thanks for hanging out with us in Exile. This is where the happy people are.